Hello everyone, welcome back to Isadora. It's really great to be back. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about a topic that has been plaguing me for so long, but I'm also trying to be very mindful of the time. So, what I want to talk about today was, is beauty evil? Okay, I know it doesn't sound like it makes a lot of sense, but let me break it down. Like, for instance, right? If people talk about the devil, they say the devil is the most beautiful angel, right? If you're looking at okay, for instance, if you see like a really good looking guy, like with six pack muscles in a three-piece suit, looks good, everything, the first thing that will come into a lot of women's mind to be, "Ugh, he's a player." Do you understand, so to speak? Or if you're taking like in religious terms, like if you saw a woman, well, in a lot of places, if a light-skinned, very beautiful woman went to the church, a lot of people would automatically think, okay, maybe, yeah, she's the devil or someone that belongs to the marine kingdom or something. Do you understand? So the question is beauty evil? Is it? Because a lot of people tend to consider beauty as, do you understand, it depends on what you consider beautiful. But in a lot of parts of the world, like especially women that maybe are light skinned or look a certain way, are considered people from the marine kingdom, or they're evil, or something's wrong with them. Like, okay, I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I said to them that it is a bit more acceptable if you saw like a man, okay, let's say maybe a couple, right, separately, okay, a man that looks good, like I said before, like looks good, six-pack, three-piece suit, all good looking and everything, and he's talking about maybe his money or his achievements or how he picks up women or how he has like a million girlfriends, and everybody, you would literally see everybody hailing him on, right, is really acceptable. Or you saw like a really stunning woman, depending on what your idea of stunning is. Like, I won't change myself for the world, right? But my idea of absolutely stunning would be maybe like a tall, slim, absolutely gorgeous. The skin color doesn't really matter. Do you understand? I like that statuesque kind of figure. Don't get me wrong, I will not change myself for the world. I just think my idea of like an absolutely stunning woman would be somebody with a statuesque kind of figure. Do you understand? I think that would be called, for me, stunning. So, and you saw her talking about all the men running after her and how she's going on trips. It's more acceptable. Now, change the roles for a minute. So you walk into like a religious house, maybe like a church or something, and you see the same man, do you understand, preaching. What would happen is most of the guys will walk away because obviously they automatically think he's probably lying or he's just fake and this one just wants chicks or whatever it is. Do you understand? The guys that are staying, most of them are staying to protect their women. If you think about it, the other half are staying to kind of like dress like him and copy his style, kind of thing. Or if you walked into like a religious house and saw like that sort of woman, an absolutely stunning, beautiful woman on the pulpit talking, I can assure you a good 60% of the crowd will walk away. Because first of all, they're thinking, okay, Antichrist has come to play. Antichrist has come out to play. Do you understand? Like, they won't stay there to even listen to the sermon or give that person a chance to prove themselves. If you really understand what I'm saying, they won't give the person a chance to prove themselves. Like 60% of the people will walk away. Now, the people that would remain are mostly guys that think, okay, maybe she would sleep at some point and they would get to sleep with her, or women that are seeking her downfall. Those are the people that would literally stay. So there's no real audience. Do you understand? They're just staying. The women are there to seek her downfall, and the men are there hoping that she would sleep at some point and they can sleep with her. Do you understand? So again, my question is beauty evil? And no, I'm not referring to myself in any way, shape, or form. And yes, I do consider myself beautiful, and so should you. Anyway, I'm speaking in general terms. Is beauty? I'm not very big on the outside appearance. I'm more of, I would say somebody is pretty, do you understand? But I won't call somebody like, oh, that person's amazing, that person's so beautiful. I won't do that anymore, do you understand? Or I won't do that, because for me, it's really about what you have on the inside. Yes, the outside should appear, dressed the way you want to be addressed, but what you have on the inside is bigger for me. Okay, because let me give you an example, right? There was a lady, It's not obsessed, but I was so intrigued by her, right? She's absolutely stunning. Oh my god. Like she's like from the Caribbean or something, like half American, half Caribbean or whatever it is. Absolutely beautiful woman. And she's an author, right? Every book she ever wrote, actually, because it wasn't even so much the way she looked on the outside, but I was just stunned that somebody so beautiful could be so wise. Like I was, oh my god, I wanted to listen to everything she had to say. She was so wise, and I resonated with her, right? So I got to meet her, and I was so excited, like, oh my god, I'm actually getting to meet her for the first time, blah blah blah. And her attitude stunk instantly. The beauty kind of went away. Like she had such a stinky attitude, right? It was so bad. And to be honest, in her defense, I mean, it was the first time I was meeting her. She was probably stressed, you understand? Like I said, she doesn't even reside in my part of the world, and I met her in another part of the world, you understand? So but her attitude stunk. So she might have been tired and exhausted, but the fact that, when I met her, her attitude was everything to me, do you understand? It stunk. And that was it. Somehow the likeness kind of diminished. I don't know if that makes any sense, but what I'm trying to say is, I will never really understand why people associate God with ugly. Like, for instance, and I'm not preaching or anything, and I'm not trying to make this religious. I'm just saying, like, okay, I was thinking about something when I was having this conversation with a person. Like, if you walked into like a religious house and saw like a really beautiful, stunning woman or a man preaching or whatever it is, you understand? Like I said, if it's a man, half of the people will go away. Though it's women, his congregation will be filled with women because they would be hoping that at some point he will look their way, right? And if you see men there, they're just there to protect their women. Then if it's a woman, like 60% of the congregation is out. The men that are there are hoping she sleeps so that they can sleep with her, and the women that are there are seeking her downfall. So they're waiting for her to, do you understand, to make a mistake so that they can laugh and throw her out of there or whatever it is. But what I'm trying to say is, but if the same people were in the world, like screaming and talking about, oh, how to be a player and whatnot, everybody will be cheering them on. That's the weird part of it. Like, it's almost acceptable that the way they look, they should be in the world. They shouldn't be talking about God. Does that make sense? Now, okay. So, if you look at the description of the Garden of Eden, absolutely stunning. Do you understand? If you look at the description of Solomon's temple and his palace and whatnot, in my head, it's like one of the most beautiful places you can ever walk into. So why do people associate God with ugly? Now, everybody says that the devil, the most beautiful angel. So normally when they say like really beautiful people, it's like, oh, this person is a child of the devil. No, hang on. The devil was the most beautiful angel when, go to your Google, right? And Google in the devil or whatever, and tell me what picture comes up. Like, seriously. Okay, let me put this up right here. So look up here and see what I can find in Google. Now, that's the depiction of the devil. You'd probably say horns and a scary face and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. However, in the Bible, the devil, do you understand, is described as the most beautiful angel, right? When it was in the presence of God. Because, like I said, for me, I believe that whatever it is that is going on the inside, whoever somebody is on the inside is what really reflects on the outside. Now, I'll break that down in a minute. Do you understand? When the devil was in the presence of God, because he had good on the inside, do you understand? He had beauty on the inside, was why it reflected on the outside. Now, when he fell down to earth, it became a fallen angel. Do you understand? Now, look at what he looks like. Do you understand? Without the moment he became bitter and evil and everything, that depicted on his face. Do you understand? And then you could see the evil and everything, and that's what the depiction you can see in the dictionary and whatnot. Do you understand? You never really see the one he was described as the most beautiful angel, because that was when he was in the presence of God. He had good, like, take stories of mermaids and whatnot and whatnot. I mean, growing up as a little girl, I felt like, mermaids are like so stunning, so beautiful. Do you understand? Like, that's the depiction of mermaids they put. But if you've ever heard anything that the negative, evil, they copy everything that is good. Do you understand? Now, if you really go onto your Google is your friend, right? So if you really go, growing up, I now started to search Google, or I would see stories of the real depiction of mermaids, and it's nothing like those beautiful, extremely beautiful sirens you see. Do you understand? that beauty, okay, for instance, if you've ever heard of any story like mermaids captured this person or that person, that description is not the illusion of the beautiful woman. Do you understand? Or if you're watching like some movies or all those like real life stories and you say, oh yeah, so the man saw this really beautiful woman and then, you know, they got home and she wanted to kill him and she turned into this ugly demon or whatever it is. Do you understand? All those things are illusions because they know that beauty normally is associated to God. So they've taken over it and now they've managed to convince people that beauty is evil. Do you understand? Like I said, in some parts of the world, as a woman, if you're light skinned or you look a certain way, a lot of people believe that you belong to the marine kingdom or you belong to your evil or this or that. Do you understand? It is really, really weird. Like, and somebody made me ponder on it. Like, I have a friend, right? And this guy would say to me, I don't date ugly people. And initially I thought it was really shallow. But when I pondered on that, I realized that what he was actually trying to say is that, and because it's exactly like that for me, I believe what you have on the inside is what reflects on the outside. For instance, take a gorgeous man. He has money and he has everything. He looks really good. He's perfect, pretty perfect. Do you understand? Whatever your idea of the most gorgeous man is. And imagine he's an asshole and he treats you like shit and is horrible. After a while, the beauty diminishes. You realize that all that good looks and all those trippy suits and all the money is like a cover up for whatever hideous being is actually on the inside. Or take a beautiful woman. Do you understand? Man or woman, it doesn't really matter. And you realize that all the wigs and the lashes and the nails and everything is an illusion, or whatever it is they have, or the dresses for the hideous being that is inside. And believe you me, the person doesn't look as beautiful anymore because that outside is really just an illusion. Do you understand? Beauty, really, really, really. Then if you see like a girl you consider regular and she has such a beautiful attitude, or a man you consider not your type or whatever it is, and he has the most amazing, that's why you see some really stunning man or stunning woman, and you see how we like, or him, we average Joe or Jane, and you're wondering, this man looks too good for this woman. Do you understand? Like, oh, this woman looks too good for that man. It's not about that, because you're not seeing what they're saying. They're saying real beauty. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not, you know, as long as the person is not hideous looking or whatever it is, you understand, the person is still okay looking, but this person treats you like man, woman, whatever. This person treats you like royalty. Do you understand? This person does everything good to you. They are honest to you. Even if they are ugly, they start to look beautiful. Like, you don't even see the outward beauty anymore. You start to see real beauty, because I believe that beauty. So, you know, unfortunately, we live in a world where everything is so shallow. What beauty is everything that is fake. Everything that is false, the false hair, the false lashes, the false nails, that's what people consider beauty. Do you understand? I've actually had people say to me once that, like, it's like you can't afford to fix your nails. I'm like, really? I used to. There was a time I could not leave the house without my lashes and nails, but at the same time I felt like I actually looked older then than now. Now that I don't even bother to do anything, I feel younger. I feel fresher. Do you understand? Don't get me wrong, please. If those things make you feel good, do it. As long as you're doing it for the right reasons. Do you understand? It's when you're doing it for attention or whatever, that's when it becomes the wrong reason. I would not change, as much as I think like a statuesque, tall or beautiful woman, I won't change myself for the world. Now, if you feel doing up your whatever is what makes you feel good, do you understand? Do it. But like I said, for me, all those things are illusions. Whatever it is on the outside, what I call beauty, and when, no matter how beautiful somebody is on the outside, if they are wrong on the inside, believe you me, once you spend up to 10 minutes with them, you start to see the hideousness, and trust me, the beauty fades. You don't even see that beautiful person anymore. No matter how beautiful or how whatever it is they have, it fades, because you just want to get away from them. You can't stand. But when you see a regular person and they are great, amazing people, they start to look even more beautiful than the so-called beautiful ones. Do you understand? So I think at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, beauty is not, people have it the other way around, like, oh, beauty is associated with evil, and everything beautiful is like evil and whatnot. And oh, when people see like only an ugly person talking about God, then it's acceptable. It is wrong. It's so wrong. Do you understand? I think it's about giving people a chance to prove exactly who they are. So anyway, like I said, what prompted this topic was talking about walking into a congregation, walking into a religious house, and seeing maybe a beautiful man or a beautiful woman preaching. What would people do? Prior to now, maybe about 4 years ago, to be honest, I might have reacted the same way. But I think I've seen and been through enough to understand that beauty is only skin deep. Do you understand? What true beauty is what is really on the inside. Do you understand? And if the inside is bad, it would eventually reflect on the outside. If the inside is good, it would also reflect. No matter what the person looks like on the outside, if they're beautiful on the inside, it reflects on the outside. And they start to glow. You just see happy people, they glow. They just have that natural stunning beauty about them because they're happy. Wicked evil people, no matter how much they cover it with makeup or money or lashes or hair, the hideousness starts to come out eventually. All those things, you eventually see through them and you see the hideous being just behind the mask. Do you understand? It's all a mask. So anyway, that's the end of my topic. Like I said, I don't want to make it too long. It's just yeah, it was something that was plaguing me for so long, and sometimes it's always good to look a little deeper. It's not just on the surface. The surface is always an illusion. Okay, so guys, have a beautiful week. I do love you all. Namaste. Peace. Bye.